Hi, Sunim. I'm a fan of yours for a while
네.
now. So glad that finally I can meet you, although it's just virtually. So my question today is, again, like how I make decisions, especially this one is about between my dream and like should I pursue my dream or stay in the current job that I have? Yeah. So the job I currently have is, it's about science research, but as a late stage research. So we do like try to make a drug, and put it into the market. It's very like I can see like the outcome right away. And then the money I get a good pay, less stress, financially and also mentally, compared to my dream that I have to go back to school, earn less, and yeah. But then again, I for my dream, I can have the option, the freedom to explore and learn different things. Yeah. So I know all the facts already, but right now it's just hard to nail down which one I should take.
어, 사람이나 저기 공원에 사는 다람쥐나 사는 게 똑같습니다.
So even if you're a human being or if you're a squirrel living in a central park, life is essentially the same.
사람이라고 특별히 다른 거 아니에요.
Now, human beings are not some special just for being human beings.
사람이라고 해서 너무 특별하게 의미를 부여하기 때문에 인생살이가 이렇게 힘들고 피곤한 거예요.
So life becomes really difficult for us because we tend to imbue our own lives with so much meaning.
제가 지금 직장 다니면서 생활하고 있으면 그대로 생활하시면 돼요.
Now, if you have a good job and you have a good life, work every day, then you can go on doing so.
근데 자기가 학교 가서 공부하고 싶다 하면 직장 다니면서 이렇게 통신대학이든 야간이든 어떤 특정한 곳에 이렇게 좀 겸해서 공부를 하면 됩니다.
And if you want to go to school, then maybe you can choose to go part-time or go to night school or go to virtual school.
그러면 이제 힘이 좀 들죠.
Then of course it makes your life a little more difficult
이제 가정생활도 해야지.
because you gotta you got your everyday job, you gotta
직장생활 직장생활 때 해야지.
you gotta take care of your home.
또 학교생활 때 해야지.
Then you have to go to school, do your studies.
근데 그것이 너무 힘들면 그 중에 하나를 그만두면 됩니다.
And if that's too much for your capacity, then you have to choose to let go of one of those.
나는 힘들지만은 재밌다. 힘은 들지만은 그래도 난 이거 꼭 해야 되겠다 하면 좀 힘들어하면서 그것을 해내면 됩니다.
But although it's difficult and you're overstretched, but you enjoy it, then you persevere and do all those.
당신이 벌어놓은 돈이 있다든지,
Say if you saved up some money,
뭐 결혼했다면 남편이 충분히 번다든지,
or if you're married and your husband can take care of you.
뭐 어떤 부모로부터 받은 유산이 있다든지.
No, if you have parents who are wealthy and you have good inheritance.
근데 뭐 4, 5년 정도는 직장 생활 안 해도 충분히 생활하는데 어려움이 없다면,
And if you can take off 4 or 5 years for study and you don't have to work and you can still afford to live.
직장을 그만두고 뭐 학교에 전념할 수도 있습니다.
Then you can choose to quit your job and really focus on school.
그래서 학교에 가서 뭐 특별한 게 없으면 그냥 한 5년간, 4년간 재밌게 지내다가 다시 직장으로 복귀하면 됩니다.
And if there's nothing special in school that you find to your liking, or there's nothing that you found, in 4 or 5 years, enjoy yourself in school, then come back to your job.
근데 이 직장에서 받아주지 않으면 다른 데로 옮겨가면 되고요.
And if the old job is not there, then find a new job.
그리고 수입은 좀 줄어들 수 있습니다.
You might not be making as much money.
그러면 5년간 즐겼던 것에 대한 과보로 좀 수입이 적은 것을, 지위가 낮은 것을 감수해야 됩니다.
But even if your salary is not as high and your position is not as high, you did get to enjoy yourself for 5 years in school.
그러니까 어떻게 해야 된다고 정한 건 없고요.
So there's nothing that you have to do,
내가 어떤 선택은 할 수가 있습니다.
but there's only choices that you can make.
그 선택에는 반드시 좋은 결과든 나쁜 결과든 결과가 따르게 됩니다.
And whatever choice you make, it's inevitable. It's going to lead to either positive or negative consequences.
그것을 감수해야 됩니다.
And you have to be able to accept those.
너무 두려워해서 하고 싶은 것을 그만두는 것도 행복한 인생이 아니고
You're not living a happy life if you're too fearful to make a choice.
또 막연히 어떤 꿈을 찾아서 현실을 이렇게 버리는 것도 지금 주어진 조건을 버리는 것도 나중에 고통을 받아야 합니다.
But at the same time, giving up your current stability in life in pursuit of some undefined dream that you don't yet know for sure, that's also going to lead to some sort of suffering down the line.
내가 지금 어떤 것이 꼭 하고 싶다 하는 그런 목표가 있으면 현실을 조금 희생해도 되는데 막연히 뭘 꿈을 찾고 싶다 하는 그런 생각으로 현실의 이익을 포기하는 것은 지나놓고 보면 후회할 때가 많습니다.
So if you have a clear objective, clear concrete goal, and you want to pursue that, maybe that merits for you to give up your current situation. But if you have some general idea, amorphous idea of some kind of dream that you want to find, you have to ask yourself whether that's worth giving up your current situation for.
Yeah. I think I need time to think about what you have said. Yeah.
우리가 출가할 때는 막 앞뒤 생각 안 하고 인생을 탁 정리해버리고 그렇게 결단해서 옵니다.
So when we monks decide to become monks and become ordained, we shed all our previous life, what happened to our life before until that moment, and enter it with clear eyes.
대신에 이게 자기가 견디지 못하면 이제 손실이 아주 크죠.
Then of course, if we had made a wrong choice and we find ourselves that not being able to deal with being a monk, then the loss is big.
이게 약간 모험적인 거예요.
So it's an adventurous risk taking in a way.
제가 이런 선택을 했는데 자기가 뭐 어떤 선택을 하는 것을 얘기할 때 제가 반대할 이유가 있겠어요? 뭐든지 할 수 있다 이렇게 얘기하지.
So from the perspective of somebody who actually made a huge risk, right, to become an ordained monk, I'm not in a position to dissuade you, argue against any choice that you want to make, any risk that you want to take.
그러나 이제 그런 결과에 대한 어떤 것도 감수할 각오가 없으면 새로운 선택을 할 때는 조금 유의해서 해야 된다.
But what I'm saying is that if you're not fully committed to accepting whatever consequences of your choice, then the choice you make should be modulated so that the risks are mitigated in the choices you make. You can't make too extreme a choice.
자기같이 그 현재의 상태를 포기하기가 아쉬우면서도 또 새로운 것을 원할 때는 약간 파트타임식으로 겸해서 이렇게 포기하고 딱 결정을 내지 말고 겸해서 조금 학교에 등록을 해서 직장 다니면서 겸해서 좀 해보고 이게 어떨지 점검을 좀 해보고 이동하는 것이 좋습니다.
So it's always perhaps a good strategy in your case in which you're not fully sure where you want to give up your current job to jump into a school, or you're not fully sure whether you are ready to accept the full consequences of such a risky decision. Maybe it might be helpful for you to go to school part-time, try it out and test it out and have that test out phase in order for you to ascertain whether you want to go forward or not.
Yeah,
오케이?
I think that's a good plan B.
네, 좋은 전략인 것 같습니다.
네.